Chapter 19. So we're really doing this? Kaysen asked. I nodded. I think we can make it at least 4 days. Hey now, Kaysen huffed. It's okay, Case. I grinned. It's a good thing you're cute. Kaysen's expression became soft. So how does this quest thing work? Last time, I laid on the bed and read my coin. Kaysen shrugged. I heard a story that my sphere was in my hand. I was holding my sphere. Kaysen smiled like I had done something silly. What? I complained. You're cute. Why did that sound patronizing then? I put my lips together defensively. Here. Kaysen held out his hand. I gave him the sphere. You need this for the quest. My jaw fell. I have to carry that everywhere? Kaysen nodded. I take it back. We'll make it 2 days, maybe? Kaysen laughed. He closed his hand over the sphere, rubbed his coin, and opened his hand to reveal a necklace with a much smaller sphere hanging on it. My lady. Kaysen bowed slightly. He moved my hair out of the way and fastened the necklace around my neck. Thank you, I smiled. You ready? Kaysen asked. I nodded. Kaysen headed upstairs and laid on his bed. I laid beside him. We held hands. Kaysen rubbed his coin, and the room vanished. We were standing in a village that looked like Little Red Riding Hood could come skipping down the street at any moment. A man who looked like I had always imagined Friar Tuck looking like stepped in front of us. I am the good friar. Does that mean there is a bad friar? Kaysen whispered. Shh! I want to hear what he has to say. I put a finger to my lips. This is the grand old village of Evangeline. Your quest begins now. The friar smiled at us. We tried to walk away, but the story wouldn't let us move. Suddenly, we were following him to the little church and repeating vows. The only choice I had was to say, I do, or leave. I do, Kaysen asked, it as more of a question than an answer. We had come all this way, so I said I do too. After all, this whole story was just pretend, right? You may kiss the bride, the good friar told us. Kaysen's eyes were really wide. We shared a quick kiss and left the church. Did you know that was going to happen? I hissed. No. The last time I attended the wedding, I wasn't part of it. Kaysen whispered back. Your quest awaits you. The friar bumbled away. Are we really married? I hissed. I don't know. Kaysen shrugged. Believe me, if I had known, I'd have waited longer. A lot longer. Same, I agreed. And the whole being married thing? Kaysen, I complained. I'm thinking. Kaysen started pacing. Think faster, I ordered. Look. Kaysen stopped pacing. Odds are we are here maybe a week or 2 at most. So, I demanded. So, we ride it out. Kaysen scratched his head. Try to get as far as possible in the quest as possible. Kaysen shrugged. Then we can ask our parents if this is a real marriage? I finished. Right. Kaysen agreed and got quiet. Too quiet. What? Do you want it to be real? Kaysen's heart was on his sleeve. I groaned. I mean, that's the goal, but we are on week 1. Week 1, and we're 17. I was thinking later, after high school at least, if things keep going good, but now? I shook my head no. Yeah, me too, Kaysen agreed, but he looked disappointed. Look, Case, I'm sure you'll be the best pretend husband I ever had. I smiled and kissed him on the cheek. Okay, let's go win this. Kaysen nodded. Deal, I agreed. So, where are the rules? I demanded. Kaysen shrugged again. Every game has rules. This is sort of like a game. There has to be rules, I nodded to him. It never came up, Kaysen shrugged again. I exhaled. I'm about to be extra. Extra what? Kaysen asked. I didn't bother answering. He was about to find out. I looked around. There was a fountain in the middle of town. I put my hand on my hip. That looked important. I marched over. There was a statue in the middle of the fountain. He was holding a tablet that said, Rules. I pulled it away from the fountain, and it turned into a book. 2 boxes appeared on the first page. Short version. was in one and long version was in the other. I selected short version. I started skimming the pages. Kason finally caught up to me. He peered over my shoulder. Death. If you die in Angeline, you wake up in the real world at the same age as when you entered. Marriage. Yes, the marriage is legal and binding. I looked at Kason. What had we just done? Children. If any children are conceived during this story, they will appear in the real world when the quest is completed or the death occurs for the parents in question. If parents and children remain in the story longer than 17 years, the children will exit the story no older than 17. Storytelling abilities are able to be used but have limitations. I stopped reading. This was a lot to take in. Death, marriage, children? A month ago, I just wanted to go to a stupid party. Apparently, we're legally married according to this, I frowned. When I looked up at Kason, he had a deer in the headlights look. It was so comical that I laughed. He didn't move. I snapped my fingers twice. Sorry, Kason's voice was mechanical. So, husband, what do you want to do? I think it's time for a group decision. Kason merely nodded. The collar had completely drained from his face. So you're still adjusting, I frowned. Kason nodded. I closed my eyes. I guess my new husband was about to meet the real me. I didn't have the patience for him to adjust. I took his hand and led him to the store. I filled up a basket and took it to the counter. I found out we had plenty of gaming cash for this quest. It simply appeared. We went next door to a cafe. We ordered. Kason started eating when the food arrived. By the time he finished half the plate, he started to respond in more than 1 and 2 words. The blank look disappeared. No dragons for you, I finally told him. I was trying to get a response. Not a problem, Kason reassured me. You say that now, I smirked. Confession. I actually looked for that one. Why? I tilted my head. Who in their right mind would go after a dragon? I thought it'd be fun, Kason shrugged. I couldn't see how fighting a dragon would be fun. There was too much risk involved. I winced. I know you wake up from this without being hurt, but would you feel the flame? I didn't want to know. I say we try not to die, I suggested half-jokingly. No dragons. Got it. He took another bite of his food. Kason, do you actually want to be married to me? Can I be honest? I nodded. Dating was cool, but we're not ready to be married, I finished. Exactly. Agreed, I nodded. There was an awkward pause. We were both deep in thought. I exhaled. Look, Kason, I get that we barely know each other, but I think we can win. We just gotta be a team. Can you do that with me? Kason nodded and held my hand. I felt a lot better. So we're finishing this quest? I wanted to make sure we were on the same page. Why not? Kason shrugged. First step, we need shelter. I took a drink. Not a problem, Kason smiled. That was chapter 19 of Emma's Quest. We're about halfway through the book now. I like Angeline. I think it's a fun place to be, and it's nice to watch people grow up. I hope you're enjoying the story so far. If you haven't liked or subscribed, please like or subscribe to my YouTube channel. Also, the other books, I have 10 more of them. Well, maybe not more, but I have 10 of the Storyteller series on Amazon right now. And I am working on 11 and 12, so hopefully they will be available in October. I hope you have a great rest of your week and enjoy your day. Until next time, love you guys. Bye.